Imagine that.
Okay,
I'm gonna say complexity one time.
Okay, yeah, I'll say Virtus Pro then. That'll be the most unusual winner of IEM Dallas.
Okay, we got it out of... Good. It's out there. It's on the internet, solidified forever. Shall we, Mohan? Map 1 of the B stream for IEM Dallas, where we'll be locking it down for the first 3 days. So welcome, folks.
Dallas,
get comfortable.
Dallas to the stars, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It would have been great with the jersey release, but, you know, they mistimed their marketing yet again.
Oh, man. IEM 100 right there at the top. That is incredible, honestly. 100 events is... Who's done that?
Only.
Super Bowls,
only ESL, surely. Oh, you mean even beyond that?
I mean, how many? Yeah. I mean, most sports.
Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, but who cares?
This is a nice redirection. We went lobby to ramp contact, 1-1. Total pack rotation around towards main. Apex thinks he can slip back sight. Flamesy from the corner. Just going to connect 1 kill. Nice double out of Krasnal. That's going to open up the bomb site wonderfully. Mezzy wrapping around from lobby, going for the knife in the smoke, and he gets the kill, but then Hadji sends a bullet through. Catches him behind it, and we've got Monte with a pistol win.
You know what? I not a small thing that he got that knife kill. At least he made some money right there. Losing the round, obviously, is not your favorite option in that situation, but it would have been pretty insane if you actually pull it off. So I'll take the $1,500, I'm sure. Oof, those are some good kills from Krasnal. And I mean, I do hope that Monte show us something this tournament, even though the expectations are pretty low, I would say, because some of their individuals, again, like Waro, Demka, Krasnal, that is a very strong core. We saw them do a lot of damage in Spring 23, and, you know, I think they're, you know, trying to rebuild from there. Obviously, losing Bro to Astralis and having to rebuild is not easy at all. But they might have picked up a key piece or two between Stika and Hadji.
It felt like with the Boros departure and then the SDY departure, it kind of like the foundation was kicked out from beneath them. So I appreciate that the organization goes for maybe some stability in that sense, but hang on. Mezzy's at M4, the one M4 of the round. Vitality, of course, forcing around the pistol loss. Flamesy, great position for the MP9, but can't connect. It's Krasnal in the back-to-back entry frags. From pistol to conversion, it is looking strong. They will swarm down to the B site. All 4 members down here. Mezzy just buying time for the door swing. We've got 2 players on the rafters up above, 2 on the floor itself.
Oh.
And they're looking to tuck in while Zywoo's still smoked off on single. Push outside of control. That one's going to get killed. So man advantage slipping away, and it's strong positioning from Monte in the post plant. They're going to chase down Mezzy, thinking they can best him. But hang on. He's close sight. And he's letting Apex swing back around, maybe looking to rack up costs here. There's no kit on the play. And as they start to leave, oh, yep, there's the costs. Apex 2 frags as he departs, and Monte take a second.
Yeah, nice one for Monte. I mean, they're moving really well here. That was a good couple of kills from Stiko. They made it expensive, even though Vitality made it expensive as well. But the round wins will absolutely take that. No upgrade on this gun from Demka. And I think a rare situation where both teams might be kind of happy.
Right into the outer util. It's going to be Hadji at bat. Got to be careful not to step on either of those 2 landmines, though. The rifles moved from the last round. And we saw a quick prod last round from Mezzy, bottom silo, so I think that the mobility in the rifles was a small silver lining for Vitality's second round. However, No contact found at the beginning of this one. We hit the minute 15 mark with that player down towards secret. So this threat, this looming presence downstairs that for all Vitality knows is growing every second. It's actually still just 3 inside of lobby, and Monte giving Vitality a chance to make a play, hopefully catching somebody out of position. Nobody running risks at the moment.
Don't want to let this one get close again. So a few bullets goes through the wall. And they have plenty of time to actually try to go ramp slowly right now, especially with it wide open. The B players, of course, are starting to take over secret, which is totally fine for them. Again, going towards ramp. Zywoo will meet them halfway.
Krasnell dropping. Apex back sight. Trying to avoid the rifles has been the name of the game so far, but at the 25-second mark, Apex, ooh, he almost gets that second. Did he do enough damage for Mezzi to come in fast from the flank? It's a plant in the open, and Mezzi is going to shave off the planter. 15 seconds to pick that back up and get the bomb down. Hadji has to join through vent. These are the 2 experienced players picked up by Monte, and they provide a valuable clutch to keep that 3-0 rolling.
You'd like to see that from Stiko, of course. I mean, like the shooting on the shooting front, as you brought up their stats, you know, the 2 guys coming in are not here showing off glamorous sort of individual performances in their recent careers, but just kills like that are enough, I think, to support again the core of the team. So another solid call. They take ramp at a good timing. It feels like the game plan is very good in terms of where they're going. They did lose a lurk frag or 2, but they were ahead of Vitality on every timing. They were waiting for the secret push. They beat Zywoo to the ramp. They got downstairs in time, so they could afford to lose material as they got thinned down. And I think they knew coming into this match that they're going to win and the rounds are going to be very close. I think they don't care so much about that. You know, it would be sort of more scary for Vitality if all these rounds were close and their money was getting worse and worse. But I think Vitality are sort of wondering, why are we off to such a slow start? You know, are we in a rut right now?
Zywoo still without kill 3 rounds into the game, so maybe that is the rut itself. He will, however, take down Hedgie's health by half. Sprays a little off the mark, and we get that cross from Hadji again. So pretty consistent in this secret presence, and previously 1 player, but then we get this second pack in the support. Stiko, Krasnell joining Hadji. Apex, he's about to have his hands full. That smoke will at least buy time and open a door for rotations if Vitality think they need to bolster that defense. But for the time being, Mohan, nobody else is moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They've just basically got Zywoo as the warden of outside, trying to get information, but very passively, very safely. They're playing rotator spots on the ramp. They look very cramped.
Rude awakening soon enough for Apex in response to the molly. Oh, he finishes what Zywoo started. Shaves down a little HP for the others and wants to get himself into that back anchor. Meanwhile, Demka's getting flashed out of the ramp, but still poising a threat. Yeah, a peek, and Flamesy wary of this, but he doesn't go deep enough to catch Demka. So still 25 seconds, back-to-back scrambled situations for Monte. Did they get away with that last round? Or are they going to flood back up into the A? Yes, Krasnell, bomb and vent, looking for this lobby hit. It's going to be pressure on Mezzi, especially as Spinks dies before him. Oh, Mezzi, it's a labored spray. It gets away from him. Krasnell picks up the kill. 5 seconds to the plant, just in time. And Vitality get out-rotated. There's still a chance.
There is still a chance, absolutely. It is 3v3. The rotations will be in expected position. Zywoo crawls up into the heaven. Let's see if there's some good duels for him.
Flamesy hits the trade frag. It's Zywoo down, still vent player in, and a clean sweep. Flamesy 2 kills in the 3v3 retake. Apex gonna find his contribution with a 2K as well. So considering that things went south, considering that spray from Mezzi, I think Vitality happy just to get one on the board.
Yeah, that's a scary moment for Mezzi because, you know, he knows he just has to get his one, and that's a moment where it's like skill floor, not skill ceiling, because again, he can be so good. But I always feel bad criticizing a player for dragging a spray because, you know, I do it too. So
And that's the standard that we're going to live by.
I hold myself to high standards.
It's a fun start for Vitality. I mean, it's not fun for them, but it's an interesting one, I think, from our perspective, just because we're talking about ZywOo and Spinx as the two best players for Vitality, no doubt, and 1 kill between the two of them 4 rounds into this game. So in terms of keeping them afloat at the start of map, hey, this is not the players you expect.
Yeah, I think we've got a restart coming up, I assume. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like Krasno might just be setting up some grenades. So, yeah, that is the other part of the conversation that, you know, Spinx hasn't been ZywOo's knight in shining armor as well. So I think it'll be a real focus for this event.
Very critical. Krasnal doesn't mess up any of the util. It's 1 smoke still on the rest of the team. The entire team sat behind smokes. The nade doesn't quite burst it open. There's that scout on Waro. And as 2 players come into the garage, ZywOo can't react fast enough. We've got a player still up towards heaven, but this is a huge opening pick in a round where the money was not there for Monte. 3rd round in a row, we hit 25 seconds, and Monte are scrambling, rushing down for that lower B bomb site where there is nobody to stop them. For the first time, Apex has not got any defense in position. There is nobody to stop this at 10 seconds. It is a quick sprint in from Flamesy. He's got a shooting gallery ahead of him. It's 99 damage to Krasnal, but they don't get a kill, and so this seems like it's Vitality off the mark.
Man, they actually almost thought about rotating in, had no idea that Monte would make a snap call like this, except they got their kill outside, and they seem to know exactly what the setup is going to be for Vitality. So no rotation is right. There's just 4 CTs up there scratching their heads wondering what went wrong when, yeah, I think Monte felt very confident they got a lot of info. And they also had to make a decision very fast after getting their frag outside. They didn't have that much time. So obviously it would have been wonderful if Vitality were sitting upstairs with 4 players and they all came running in. But that's not where they got any information. So easy round for Monte. And unfortunately, as crazy as this round is, and I guess technically close if ZywOo gets a kill, maybe there's time pressure. The fact is, this is the cleanest round so far, like with the most players alive on both sides. And that only favors the winner.
We had a player supporting ZywOo, obviously the one that opened up the smoke grenade where ZywOo was hoping to clip wings, instead saw nothing. Where that support got up to, with the timing of Monte coming into the garage, just seemed like there was no trade potential to get ZywOo at least. And so, Vitality kind of have to just write off the losses, move forward. Still a very comfortable buy for them in round 6, but it's that score that's ticking dangerously upwards for Monte. 4 to the 5 opening rounds. And Spinx feeling frisky, but even that flash doesn't go all the way around the corner into lobby. So that's a frag grenade that didn't completely open smoke. It's a flashbang that didn't allow for Spinx's peek. It's not a Vitality that are afraid to make opening moves, but it's just not a Vitality with maybe the sharpest of swords to start their Dallas run. Mezzy looks to spam back Squeaky, but no contact yet. It's Hadji versus ZywOo queued up.
It's that saying that almost good enough isn't. It's got to be crispy, especially when you're losing. So Resmoke comes down at a perfect moment here on Squeaky. That'll help out a lot. And ZywOo out here searching for a chance at a first good frag.
Monte again, content to just run this clock down. It's going to be a smoke grenade in front of Squeaky. Spinx has to fall within it. Oh, the flashes come out. He trades out Mezzy immediately. They don't seem to understand Spinx was tucked up close, so Stiko drops out. ZywOo in sight. Welcome to the scoreboard. A total shutdown. The most convincing defense that we've had from Vitality yet.
Oh, that's great. Hold your crosshair high right there. ZywOo with the instant dink on 2 players, so That's real beautiful on his off angle. And again, it comes a lot down to the fact that they had Squeaky smoked at that right moment, because that allowed them to reorganize, look for other information, come back to A safely, and they even had a resmoke for the exec itself. So sort of a bad call here from Monte. And I say bad just because it's like the wrong timing for the call. Hard to count, utility sometimes when you want to go for it. So I guess we could just say, good use of resources here for Vitality to make sure to keep the most important part of the map smoked. And it is also the site that they've been paying the most attention to, babysitting for these last few rounds, even if it hasn't ended there. I was thinking with the new Incendiary update that, we're going to see way more Squeaky bursts just because the CT Molly is so weak. That's a very important part of the map to Molly.
What a change, huh? What a bucket of unexpected changes all at the same time as well.
Yeah.
Even visual changes, Mohan. What will they think of next?
Yeah, like fire boots. That's awesome.
Anti-gravity boots? I'm still waiting for the bump mines. But, hey, I'm still waiting for Danger Zone too. Nade goes deep. Apex versus Hadji. Ooh, Apex always gone unnoticed. Or has he? Hadji turns on him and gets the second. Beautiful double kill out of Hadji for the entries. Woo. That is Apex and ZywOo dead. And that is a very comfortable spot now for Monte to do what they could. And even when they burst into that lower B site 2 rounds ago, it was 4 players that saved from Vitality. Man, this could be a killing blow for the CT side if Monte pull out a 5th right here, right now.
No kidding. Off the back of a 7-3 Hadji, with no one really to help him in that spot. Monte going through the motions. This will be a nice test for them to see if they can make this as, I think they struggle to make rounds like this clean when they've been up. This might be a nice test to see if they can really kind of smash Vitality in a very compromised spot. And it looks like they might.
That A site's already under wraps. Tech9 drive-by. It's a triple out of Hadji. It's Spinks with a 3-second kill and 2 more to go if he really wants to pull this off. I mean, a 1v4 is a massive ask, but he's done half the heavy lifting. We've got a player close vent, the other ready to swing on contact. Krasnal's the closer here. Oh, they decide to take the initiative, and in doing so, pin Spinks to the wall, deny the clutch, and post that coveted 5th round on a T side early.
Nothing like a good 3-2-1. They're on the same page. I mean, crushing defeat here for Vitality because Hadji does so much outside. That's all you have to know, really. If your outside lurk can get those 2 kills, especially catching Apex off, it doesn't even have to be a game sense thing that he decided to check it. He just waited enough time that Apex could have snuck in there. So even if he didn't see him, it's one of those situations where there's not much else to look at. You might as well make sure that it's clean, the back of Mini. And yeah, that's a good start here for Monte. I mean, on the chemistry front, for sure, it feels like there's a lot of things firing off.
I thought maybe, if anything, we put that chemistry under a microscope and how long it would take for this team to kind of come together. Hadji on an international roster. Stico, I feel like if this is his bread and butter, you can plug and play him all over the place. But even with these late, 25-second executes, the last-second rotations down to the B site that we've seen, gelling quickly, I would say, Monte, or at the very least, so far, without too much of a test out of the heavier hitters of Vitality. But we've got an auto shotty to limit Mezzi inside a hut. We've got an MP9 on Apex. And we've got Monte ready to just keep rolling this T side. Looks like a big execute coming for the A site. Mezzi, though, this would be a great place to pull off the shotgun clip. You're going to have a... little wallbang damage kind of gets him going as he chases blinded. And Hadji, good cover on the flank. Spinks tries to tether with him. Flamesy just aborts from the ramp control. It's a sprint down behind him. ZywOo caught in the open, able to keep himself alive. But Waro, what a shot. Not once, twice. 2 frags down on B, and that just leaves Vitality limping through the last 50 seconds. If Spinks can't pull off this lobby lurk versus Demka, it feels like Monte's got it in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, nice shot, in traffic for Zywoo. It's a very scary spot. He has to close the door, use his other hand to shoot an op. And his teammates on there on the ramp, they're trying to get organized very quickly because Monte are chasing the right opportunity. They just got those 2 kills. They're probably thinking first of all, the squeaky rotation is out. They know the 2 upper players are kind of ruined. If there's some kind of weird stack going on there, they can avoid that. And the lower side has been largely prosperous for them, so they decide to go for it.
Spinks in between a rock and a hard place, pulls one player off the heaven drop. Demka's going to go for the rooftops instead. Apex trying to serve up a distraction. Spinks reroutes towards Squeaky. Man, we saw him get halfway through the 1v4. Right now, it's going to get away from him before he can post a second. So Apex grabs Zywoo's op, and this is Monte's 6th.
Maybe there's a world that gets ugly right there somehow. And yeah, Monte get away with 6. So, I mean, this half is almost wrapped up. It's been a fantastic go of it here for Monte on T side. They got stuffed trying to go upper basically once, maybe 2 times, but once on a full exec on a rifle round, and haven't overplayed that situation, which I assumed a lot of teams here would be tempted to try it because, again, of the new incendiaries being so weak. You think, let's see if this is abusable right now, but they just kind of come through with a more standard game plan on Nuke. They've played a lot of defaults. They've just gone off of information, first and foremost, and that has proved to be quite a comfortable way to go about it.
Now it's Woro's turn. Swinging the op outside. Zywoo's Deagle clipped. And so suddenly, this already weak outer defense looks prime for the taking. This is Monte queuing up a hell of a T side. And we're talking about a best of 1 here, folks. We're talking about a Vitality that could find themselves in the lower half of their group in the opening 30 minutes of IEM Dallas. Mezzi just misses his timing on finding players moving towards garage. Looks to catch the one top main, causing a bit of a ruckus outside. But it looks like Monte's still tethering nicely off of one another and nobody else from Vitality kind of getting into the mix. Spink still waiting down towards Secret, opts to go back around on B, and that is a clean sweep of the outer yard into A site for Monte's 7th.
Krasnell's so good, man. I really like watching him play. I think on CT side he'll also show off some stuff, but yeah, we're getting into this is a clinic territory now where Vitality basically have nothing to show for themselves. Here in this first half, so I always had a bad half. They've had bad rotations, so I can't even say Apex, who I've been giving him a lot of credit in these bad games lately, that, at least he's been good. Can't really say he's organized the team in any special way. I also don't think Monte are pushing them that hard. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think Monte have put up this unbelievably difficult to read game plan, and I think they're playing defaults. They're playing smart. They're hitting their shots, but I think they're crawling around the map, following things, or even making some mistakes. They've even been exploited for some mistakes, and yet they're still winning the vast majority of rounds.
Individual level is just super sharp. I mean, we kind of hyped this up as being like the Demko Woro setup, and we're looking at Krasnell and Haji taking over the server. Haji again with the entry, this time towards ramp, not yard. Apex trade frags out, and that's just going to turn Monte's eyes back towards lobby and closer towards Mezzi's capable hands. He's had a couple spray downs so far. Oh, but that nade takes half his health down. He is chunked. Krasnell waiting out behind main. Outer looking pretty free for the taking because you're just up against a 3 and 8 Zywoo. Sat back in garage, not really getting into this round if they don't go outer whatsoever.
Hate to see
Clock
it, man.
strikes a minute.
Yeah.
Down goes the garage player. That's going to make this A split all the better if they get away from the lobby flank. It's going to fluster them a bit, but they're working with more time than usual. And Woro awaits Apex on that flank, dives down the vent. Now, if he had died there, bomb goes loose. Now it's on the hands of Demka. The op will hold inside a vent, and the CTs have been out-rotated again.
Completely. Yeah, into all these great spots. I mean, look where they're holding. How are you even supposed to get back into this? Just a couple chances to fight back. They have won a retake. They have won a 2v3 retake at least. But with no utility left over, surely.
Yeah, gonna make sure this one goes down real smooth. This is Monte. I mean, hot to the trot and on the highway to double digits on a T side of nuke.
Yeah, dude, what are these guys? What are these bad sprays? Like, what's watching even Vitality at the major? Zywoo had a bad nuke map. That was just like he couldn't even hit shots, man. He couldn't even hit shots. So. Sometimes you do get unlucky. I remember I covered his, worst
overpass record.
Yep. So unlucky. So unlucky. This game was not unlucky, though.
Would you call it bad?
I wouldn't go... Yes, I would, actually. Yeah, I would actually say this is a bad game from Zywoo. He missed a lot of...
your chest.
It's bad. Zywoo bad.
The reign of terror maybe
That's
coming
like
to a
right
close. Yeah, that's true, right? It's hard to believe. But we'll see what he can do with the 5-7. The lesser weapon of all for this Vitality defense. Apex serves up a good distraction, but the Spinx MP9 swing into Haji, who is just so sharp. I mean, hot damn, this isn't just all of Monte kind of bringing it to the table. We're talking about a Krasnell and Haji that aren't leaving much impact for the others to gather. It's going swimmingly for his Monte debut.
It's because of those damn Vertigo changes, Connor. Had no time to practice.
Right? That's the thing. If Monte were willing to play Vertigo as they were, Vitality, they're shooketh. And in that shakiness, we'll see if they can post at the very least a third. But Stiko's entry ramp, turns it with the 180 onto Flamesy. And that's a comfortable 4v2. Yet again, Vitality will scramble downstairs, scared. And in reality, Monte take the other road. Every fork in the road that has come across this T side, it feels like Monte goes the right direction as Vitality set ambushes in the bushes on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, they're going to the right site. They're out-rotating Vitality. The only places Vitality have Sean are in late round situations, the unlikely retakes, the extra kills at the end, from harder spots to give them some credit, but that's about it.
Oh, they're leaving this door open though. Zywoo, 2 kills. No kit, never mind. And not knowing that A site is actually completely clear. Line up for Krasnell. 16 kills off the back of those 2, and that is Monte on the road to 10.
Yeah,
one more to push it over the line and to leave Vitality, dare I say it, embarrassed.
This is a great map. I mean, it's been a great map for Monte. When we look back, we're not going to say Monte, and they got a new team, dude. I'm not expecting them to come through with the most convoluted 40 underwater upside down chest strategies. They can just play simply and win in defaults. That's impressive enough. And I think that they've pulled that off today. I think they believed in themselves, and they pulled off already a fantastic T side. Even if they lose this next round, this is just going to be so much work to do for Vitality to get back into this best of one, and they have to do it from the T perspective. I have trouble believing that they've shown us enough that they feel like it's their day right now. But, what happens to this group if they end up losing their opening game?
What happens to this group, Mohan? I think Maus take over the goddamn world. That's kind of the head-to-head that I think most would have expected to go down. Potential revenge for Vitality after the dismantlement in Malta. But alas, may not happen. We've got Monte exposed outside. Zywoo will collect 1 on the cross. Frag grenades a little late, and Stiko just got by it. A matter of millimeters. Up in front of it, though. Nicely done from Waro. That was Zywoo with the M4 at that distance. Why wouldn't a confident Opper look for that exact duel? And Zywoo just leaves himself exposed for it. So we'll see if this 3v5 can actually come together.
Yeah, it is kind of like, what's the game plan at that point? He's just been floating around outside. They haven't been playing with more than one person. Apex is down here, as he usually is. And I think they know exactly where he is because of that smoke. He'll fall back after seeing 2. Waro still roaming outside. Whoa. This might actually send them a false signal. Obviously, it looks like they're going lower.
Spinks is sitting patiently upstairs, and if Waro gets down secret, big if, he could have joined forces and looked to just take over the B site. Will they decide to scramble up vent? No, bomb over towards control. So it all comes down to somehow unearthing Apex from the back of the site. They go for the dark molly, nobody home. They go for the flash to try to get out control, and sure enough, Apex is here to strike them down. Stiko, impossible round because he'd have to go grab bomb unless the CTs feed him. Last shot, no way. Mezzi presents the frag. Stiko has to jump for the bomb, pick it up, and that's just far too much to ask. Spinks is hot on his heels. At the very least, it's a third for Vitality, but embarrassing nonetheless. Well, Vitality came to Dallas looking for a rodeo. Little did they realize they were the ones about to get bucked. Monte out of the gate with this fresh roster and tapping into Haji and Krasnow as the top performing players. Sitting here on the end of the table, just vibing and having a hell of a time as they take down what's supposed to be one of the world's very best.
Yeah, this might be like unironically one of the best vibe upgrades of any roster that we've seen. Like, we've heard of vibe upgrades that are just like, yeah, nice one, but you're still losing. But this one actually might be like vibes and you win more. We'll see.
Well, you take it if you can get it. Dual Berettas set up, top of the hut. Oh man, Krasnow has to fall out. He hears the Molotov coming. Demka's just going to tap away too. So that's Apex and Flamesy down. We're going to get the return frag from ZywOo, who's looking to have to do heavy lifting. 3 players up, one of which flanks. Oh, Stiko looks the wrong way though. And now ZywOo's got a chance to put his name on this pistol.
Yeah, they went looking for him, and they faked the run back. What's actually going to happen in this situation? It's a really cute idea here for Vitality. They'll have an upper site to plant on.
Nobody can stop this one. We've got Waro sitting on 10 HP, sat back outside heaven, so he's going to have to climb up.
It's an interesting
Look at it join with Haji.
Back site. If ZywOo dies first, this gets really scary for Mezzy. And is he anyone watching this? Oh my god, they didn't cover him properly.
Oh, Mezzy. Luckily able to get those 2, but man, there's still moments.
Man. That was a bad setup. That setup made no sense. They were planting backside, right, for Heaven, then having ZywOo not watch Heaven, and then Mezzy, who cannot have a deeper angle than ZywOo, sitting opposite Vent and also not helping him watching Heaven. It was like, if someone had dropped in backside with a kit, Mezzy couldn't even beat him to the defuse.
It's not the most inspiring pistol win, but it is at least the door ajar for Vitality. It's an advantage. And an advantage is something they have not come by throughout this first half of Nuke. Going for the boost. This could get disrupted, or is it supported perfectly? Whoa! Wild Blind, it snaps up, clears Flamesy off the play. Demka's doing great damage, sweeps down. Oh, the headshot! No way. ZywOo at the very least can bring it back with 1 as Apex takes position inside of A site, but they are so unaware as to where these CTs have gotten off to, and there are still 3 of them alive.
Oh, they're so massively disconnected right now, but, you know, maybe ZywOo just sits pretty and it's okay. Huge timing for Apex. Let's see if he watches it. Oh, no, he's going to miss it. Lobby Lurker here and Haji just waiting, but he's also missed the timing. No, they're coming back.
Haji just stay posted. Apex turns, the pistol does a ton of damage. Apex uses that as the sprint to the site. Haji's not going to show himself to the lobby just yet, and ZywOo looking to take the same cross. Now that's both players' positions known. That's Apex trying to lay down util to post ZywOo into the clutch, but Waro looming from above to take the momentum away. ZywOo up next towards the vent. Waro's killed Apex back site, and ZywOo dives. He gets into the cover. He's got to get the diffuser off. The spray, it's not on the mark. He peeks back in. He's got to go for the wide swing. Krasnell off the deep. ZywOo clutches. 4 kills from ZywOo. Welcome, truly, to the game.
Yeah, that was really close. He saved the day right there. Man, that was a tenuous spot. After losing the bomb forward and ramp, it felt like it was definitely over. Then Haji, of course, if he just gets 1 more, it's definitely done. There's no way ZywOo even gets into the site at that point. So that's a massive round from a player who just didn't have a CT half really. So really key one here for Vitality, for ZywOo's confidence, and that gets him up to 13 frags. But it's going to be another one where kills don't tell the whole story here for ZywOo unless they win.
Apex throwing caution to the wind, just sprints over towards Secret. You feel like Monte can smell the blood in the water, coming back in with another buy. They are not wrong. This is not the best position for Vitality. Knocking on the door of double digits. We've got the MP9 of Haji pressed up against Apex, and Haji has been shooting straight.
I can't tell who's hunting who right now. It's so quiet. I mean, the CTs do this too long, it'll work against them. But look at this interesting setup. They're actually almost allowing for... Uh-oh, Demka burning alive. It's so close. And he'll eat it. It spreads a bit more and he goes down. What?
Okay. Maybe getting too accustomed to those CT mollies already.
Bomb has been planted.
Spreads out, finds him 5v3. Ooh. Clean shot with the SMG. But it's still that A site under wraps, bomb planted, and Vitality. Look at a closeout number 6.
All right, that's good because that made Monte look a little weak, a little bit confused. And they did a good job of like hunting down the one guy outside who was going to stop him, whether they came on the big garage wrap for the hell wrap into mini. And, well, they got him to basically die with no resistance inside of that fire. Self-immolated virtually.
Terrorists.
The fire boots running out of secret.
Hey. Pitch it. It's your idea, man.
No, they're running out. They did. I mean, like when your shoes catch on fire after you.
Oh, those fire
molly,
boots.
yeah.
I thought you meant fire retardant boots.
What'd you call me?
Apex climbs over. Waro dodging fire this time. Ooh, good spam back from him. A little gap on that smoke. Apex took a cheeky peek around it. But there's no further fight to be had. Monte forego hell control. Looking like Waro. Yeah, he's going to take the pistol and get boosted up on side of ramp. This opens Stiko to do something elsewhere with that M4. Juggle it around and find a way, somehow, some way, somewhere, to get that impact.
They didn't make those ramp boxes that big for no reason. I like that Monte are always boosting on them.
Stiko takes one. M4 now exchanging hands for the second time. It is Haji up next with it. And we get this 4-player cohort downstairs, working closer to the B site, which at the very least has the M4 within it. Haji's going to hear the rumblings of Vitality inbound. It is Zywoo from Control, 2 down on the single door, and pressure from all 3 entrances. So unfortunately for Haji, not sure which direction to keep his eyes on, and that will ultimately cost him. The M4 does not much this round, and Monte have to let it slide. That momentum they hope to stop early on with Vitality just backing off of the Zywoo clutch. Now it's Vitality's chance to get this ball rolling.
Yeah, for sure. They're clasping on that opportunity. Very gracious for it. So that's good here for Vitality. Monte also look a little bit more flimsy now, a little bit more sort of individual with the way they're holding on to things. I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be for them to just go for pick plays early on, play a little bit more aggressively. Maybe Vitality aren't going to expect that at the very least, but Vitality look like they're about to start powering up in the longer rounds.
It feels like the longer the game goes on, the more runway you're given to Zywoo. Spinks has found his impact. Rating for Flamesy, I've got to say, man.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't had to throw him under the bus too much, but I think we're starting to near that point if the Vitality struggles continue.
Sure. But you're right. In series, usually, he's like 1 amazing map or 2 amazing maps, but it's not usually like 3 amazing maps in a row. Oh, nice.
Sorry, Stiko. They're going to try to swarm downstairs. It's Haji. Oh, with a distraction towards single. This could boost Haji's chance as he puts the smoke ahead of him. They're going to have to find it. And sure enough, he's going to chase down Flamesy, who was getting a little desperate, just haphazardly spraying away, invited the shot back, and in doing so, man advantage disappears, but they lose wind of ZywOo, and he's going to take it right back. A slight edge for Vitality at the minute mark, but there are players all across the map. So much opportunity for individual duels, and for this to still slip either way.
Yeah, that's a pretty massive mistake there from Haji. They obviously did not have control side at all, so ran potentially into that. But look at Krasnal. He picks off Apex, who was just maybe 10, 20 seconds ago selling a fake for upper. He's still a CT downstairs, but that's also Vitality knowing now that they've got the site clear at the moment. Planting very carefully.
Bomb has been planted.
It's good for anything. So yeah, as I was making a really important key play here. If he gets to ramp, it's done. I think he knows the rotation's going to be both of them meeting up in secret.
Crossfire looks strong.
Yeah, they're not worried about ramp at all.
Flash goes out. ZywOo still holding on, but he loses his support. Second player clambers over top of it, and ZywOo just playing the time with the flashbangs, keeping himself away from the threat of Krasnal. Wow. ZywOo's going to close. Another clutch, another multi-frag, doing as he does, and bringing Vitality back into this game.
Yeah, so CT wasn't good, but it was a slow start. This T side's already had 2 massive plays in it, and you can see the IQ as well in these moves. Taking over control side, killing Haji on this bad rotation through control side. That was a big mistake from Haji. I'll say that one more time. Of course, he was like, I don't want to stay here. And I get that. Sitting in dark for that long. But they didn't really have the info to make that happen.
Vitality on the brink of tying this game up. Woro's looking to get frisky inside lobby. It is Spinks nearly in his crosshair. And Dumka tethering with Woro, both of them inside of Squeaky. So Spinks to have his hands full in lobby soon enough. They're going to continue to press out, looking for more. Spinks just finds that timing to perfection. And as he's so concerned about the ramp fight, Woro's gone unnoticed for now. But that could be temporary. Krasnal at the very least confident thanks to Woro's lobby presence that he can help Haji outside, but oh man, peeks with a nade out, almost dies to ZywOo. We've got multiple fights queued up here because now even Hell is compromised. Spinks has gotten so far out ramp that Woro's allowed to attack from lobby. And think about these poor T's sat outside. They feel desperate that Woro could attack from above, so they go for their fights and find another. 4v3, Spinks comes out from heaven. There are players on both rooftops for opposing teams looking for the next kill. Krasnal stuck behind vent. Spinks can't best him. And so as he stays alive, now Stiko's going to come out. Perfect timing, great trade. Demanded of ZywOo to get at least the one, but we've still got that player up on rooftops. It is Woro trying to somehow keep ZywOo contained. 15 on the clock. Krasnal, low health. Perfect spot. Oh, he catches them, but they still clear him out. And Woro, if he stops plant, it's good. He hits the shot to Apex. Both are low. Woro runs out with the USP, and it is 8 health between ZywOo and Apex to make this difference.
Yeah, that's the French connection right there. Wow, they almost had nothing left. What, swipe of sweat off the forehead here for ZywOo. They close that one out, survive another narrow bout at a loss, and I'd say another round where I think Haji's got to really watch, and be a bit more careful in the mid round. He's playing a lot of confidence. He had a great first half, but a couple of times now he dies, and I think that's where the tides turn here for Vitality, and they find a way back into the round. When Woro got that flank in outside with his op, you'd think, all right, well that's got to be over. Stiko gets another frag. There should have been no way really for Vitality to win that round.
And I suppose yet the trade-off, Spinks getting out from ramp into heaven, just flanks upon flanks for both of those teams, and unfortunately Woro can't kind of get number 2. Stiko stuck behind ramp box. You could see Demka feels that squeeze, the lobby rumblings, the pressure out from the Molotovs. He's trying to hold on to his spot, but he's taken some tag through the wall, not too much. Flamesy comes out with the clean, instant headshot. There's another player backside for Flamesy, but Deagle connects. Waro, more damage on Mezzy. Haji's come through with the 5-7. Waro gets squeezed off of the backside, and so that threat of the A-site hold dissipates, and the flank is all that remains. Vitality, believe your eyes, are looking to take a lead for the very first time in this map. But Stiko's got other ideas. 25 seconds, bomb still on the ground, and Stiko make this work. They've got a cross beyond him. They could go back towards vent. There is still just enough time. And as they burn the front of hut, that is the departure of Apex. He will duck down to the B bomb site and plant for free.
He's here to get the AK to think about next round, so he'll pick that up. I don't know if he's going to try to go for this no kit, no nades. So he'll hang on to this happily. They do some more damage. Another narrow victory here for Vitality, but another win. Nonetheless, this is insane, actually, the fact that they brought this all the way back and so cleanly, not even allowing Monte to get to 10 rounds. Starting off from a close win on a pistol to close wins ever since.
Instrumental Zywoo clutch in that 1v3. If not for that, Vitality, I think, dead in the water in Dallas.
I mean, there's 2 clutches as well, so it's like there's 3 1v2s now, I think. And so any of those means that Vitality could have lost 2 rounds and had their money screwed and just lost the game, and we wouldn't have been able to see this. So they've really brought out every little bit of X factor to make sure everything was accounted for. No opportunity wasted. Yeehaw. Man, they could taste it.
Yeah. We had so much praise for the Monte camp and their team play out of the gate, right? Their first official with Haji and Stiko. And yet now CT side just hasn't really come together for them. It is Zywoo just tearing them apart at every seam.
Their CT nuke, though, does need some reviewing. Their CT nuke versus, what was it, FaZe or Spirit? Can't remember what the team was.
Mouse, perhaps.
I'm going all the way back to the major for this one.
Looking for their first CT round win here, still Monte, and it's the Waro op in ramp. We get this very far back lean from Haji and Garage. Stiko coming at secret. So the new pieces of Monte looking to stop the approach. We've had this affinity from Apex to just gun it down secret stairs, throwing caution to the wind. This round could have been another one of those instances as far as Monte are concerned. And with the smoke wall up, yes, Apex decides to charge down after clearing the stairs itself with the molly. He's at the very least taken a key piece of the map. Waro, almost caught with nades out, but just posts the 1 kill he needs. Apex can't manage over towards secret. And so we've got something that's falling apart here for Vitality, but Flamesy jumps out. You'd think the player on A-site calls that fall damage.
Oh.
Eventually, Haji looks over and catches him too. So 5 players comfortably posted, and Monte not done fighting just yet.
Yeah, they just decided to try to take some risk. Another 2vx situation. Listen, Zywoo's alive, so let's see what happens. Can't lock that down. Demka, clean one.
Spinks to take his place, but a player right above, so 4 strong for Monte. Individual fights across the map between ramp and secret, and then that outer lurk also shut down in the Flamesy case. So this is just Monte getting away with the duels on different fronts and shutting down round 20.
I see Waro right there canceling the pause that their coach wanted to take. I think they don't want to interrupt the flow, or maybe he's still going to get into it. Yeah, sometimes you don't want to give your opponents time to think, especially when you just get up.
Still waiting for Flamesy's impact in this game. 6 kills deep. Unfortunately for him, not been the best day in the office. And moments too with that last round where he could have come in. For now, he'll remain sidelined. We get the smoke over towards the lobby, and that's going to allow for the trophy push. Very ambitious one from Stiko this time. He's got 2 players inside of the hut to try and help him, and Zywoo gets caught out. Just not expecting that push out, not expecting that aggression as Apex sits on top of the roofs. We've now got Vitality trying to make something happen outside. 3 players down secret, sure enough, but you've got no Zywoo to bank on when it comes down to the clutch.
Yeah, that's not good. Haji on high alert. They already have lobby info, and they pushed all the T's out as well. Demka on the slow flank, and I think they're coming to check on this, but it's, it can come down to this kill. So a lot rests on Apex's shoulders, and the timing is pulling him away. This just gets worse and worse for Vitalities. They're running out of space they could possibly be in.
And oh man, we've got a stacked B site ahead of them. Double doors on fire, 40 seconds to the clock, and Haji just waiting for the arrival.
They know it's on both sides. What are they going to try to do?
Krasnal waiting for the door swing. Flashes to keep him off it. Haji blinded. Oh, it's a meat grinder between the two. And as Apex comes out from single door, his team has been evaporated. No chance for Vitality. Finally, Monte piecing together some defense.
Oh man, that's big credit to Haji for that spray. I mean, even though it's, Krasnal helps out beautifully to get his first 2 kills, he has a spray in the perfect spot. He's getting a little damage. He's tagging them. He's confusing them. And then he centers himself right for that 3rd frag, right on the dome as well. No chance at all. So you got full money, full confidence victory here for Monte. 2 straight on the CT side. And they clip off Zywoo, who's told to throw nades on this round. So unfortunate. I mean, he's going to be set up to lurk in this situation. It's not be like he's being used to entry and the death is wasted. But a great timing found with ramps smoked as they were going to try to take a risk. The 1 second that Zywoo was in the air with his hands on nades.
All that work, all that T-side momentum, and you see the stress creep back into the minds of Vitality. You touch that lead for an instant, and Monte, slap it out of your hands. Now you've got Tech-9s coming out from Vitality to try and stave off that 12th round, and this is a force. If you don't win this one, you are busted economically. Vitality, what do you have in store for round 22? Krasnal sits comfortably back vent. We've got Demka in the site to help him, plus Haji up above. This means outer is open. Of all the rounds where Vitality don't go outer, this could be the one where it would have been theirs for the taking. Demka doesn't get into the fight, but luckily Haji will. It's 2 kills from him backside, continuing with his impact. And with a single Molotov, Stiko staves off Spinks. He can't get out from single door, and we go back into that quiet crawl. Zywoo smoke out. Stiko wins. He catches Spinks through the door. And just like that, it is Zywoo and Apex left over, but they're separated. And Zywoo's only working with half of his HP. It's 2 players downstairs and Demka to make a move. He wants to get off site. He wants to take that glance outside. Apex has to be cautious on the approach, but if he can slip out from hut, then maybe that opens the door for Zywoo to just fly up that ladder. Waro jumps into the vent, back turned, pistol out, and that is a freebie that could now force Demka back in. Zywoo, is clipped, can't be caught as he desperately just jumps across. The smoke will be popped open. It's vision from Demka. He can't best Apex, and Vitality have been given a gift. But Stiko is your big ticket puncher.
No, he can't walk.
He's going to walk away.
No. He's not going to go for this?
He calls it quits and lets Vitality get back to 11. How desperate is Vitality, Mohan, if it comes down to Zywoo jumping with his back turned across a bomb site in the open?
That's crazy. Dude, there's no way he missed that kill, What's even happening right now? They even have enough money for this last round. Sure, I mean, I guess it's too much to ask that Stiko actually wins it. Can't get both. No, everyone dies, so it ends up being pretty
That's
expensive
good.
here for Vitality. Yeah, very high odds that this goes to overtime now.
The Waro vent jump. Thinking Zywoo's tucked inside the corner because I guess you jump in and gamble 50-50 which direction. You had a player over towards double doors who had just looked up the stairs. But that's the golden ticket.
But you know what? That's not the first time we've seen Zywoo in these 2vx situations just pick a spot to stand.
It's fast.
And it's actually
oh god.
out. Oh man.
Spinks takes a nade. Down to 35. Tries to get out through that squeaky smoke. He's not the only one. 3 players dive vent down to B. What a dangerous call after Spinks dies that quickly. It's a peek out from ramp. Stiko's Famas at this distance about to get smoked off. Krasnell's utility tries to pressure back sight. Zywoo dead. Huge kill from Stiko. Mezzi able to trade frag at the very least, but it's man advantage and it's 12 on the line for one of these teams. Mezzi takes Old Astralis. Flamesy stuck towards double doors. And we get 3 players from Monte's retake coming down ramp. Mezzi, will he be cleared on the close wall? The Opper scours backside, sees nothing. And they're trying to split the doorways. Contact taken. Krasnell and Demka both dead at the hands of Flamesy. Vitality have this bomb about to pop, and it's a 3-player vent drop to take 12.
No way. It's so late here for Flamesy, but look at the 2 frags that he gets. Perfect coverage now versus that ramp retake, and Mezzi sneaks into the best spot possible as well. So a very advanced defense in this post plant after getting thinned down, Zywoo dying in another uncomfortable spot, and they actually still survive. Sort of more people jumping to the Call of Duty here for Vitality, and they make it to the last round with actually a good chance of now closing out. If they had lost this round, they would have been broke trying to fight for overtime. At least Monte can afford to have not pulled off that retake.
Oh, down he goes again. 2 rounds in a row. It's going to be Spinks on the sidelines in the opening 10 seconds. Apex top main. And that M4 spray just... Oh, Demka, 5 health. All he needs to get Mezzi down for the count. We get the drop down. Waro communicates it, but Krasnell just can't catch him.
Oh, just missed it.
But at least he knows
Krasnell in his mind.
Yeah, fully aware of the threat, at least able to get ahead of it. And so, yes, from a desperate vent dive 1 round prior to what is looking like OT guaranteed, Flamesy not going to get much going. And Zywoo, he may be half god, but this one, seemingly impossible. Softened up. Okay, second kill clean. Still 50 HP, but far too many players left over for Zywoo to pull off the miracle. And so in the very first map of IEM Dallas on the B stream, we go OT.
This game is so ridiculous because they could have lost this game so many times, including these last 2 rounds. And Monte make this extremely late comeback.
Zywoo, try your damnedest.
They make this extremely late comeback, and it's literally 10-9 at one point. Zywoo has to get so many clutches, really good mid-rounds between and 2vx situations for the players on Vitality. But from that lens, unless they win the game in regulation, you see Monte basically have an amazing first half and blew favorable positions all throughout the second half, and then nearly still made the comeback in the end, if not for 1 or 2 kills. So it's going to be hard to, look back on this win smiling if you're Vitality. I think they're just going to be relieved if they survived it. For Monte, it's going to be extremely sour if they lose because they were so close so many times. But genuinely, right now, they're probably the better team. They've won way more rounds convincingly than Vitality have.
Well, let's see what they can hang on with. We've got Apex again trying to find it outer. Haji back behind red. Does Apex forget about Waro? Nope. He almost sprays him down. Waro on the chase. Goes for the player top silo, and that's Mezzi to give great cover. Gets Apex out of dodge and takes 4v3 to Vitality's favor as the smokes begin to fade.
Damn, that's pretty amazing from Apex. He picks off a player in the back, doesn't forget about a guy who hasn't made noise yet, just goes for the spray transfer, makes it uncomfortable. Creates a winning position here for Vitality on the map. Still 2 upstairs. So just don't want any mistakes in the rotations, but yeah, they are coming upper. There's actually decent spots for the CTs who are waiting.
Stico concerned about it. But as he slides back sight, he has to commit to the spray. Demka in the pocket. Flamesy's got him. Nailed against the wall. And with that, the A site belongs to Vitality.
Yeah, they gave Flamesy time to warm up
Bomb has been planted.
in this game.
Krasnal looking to come in from heaven, but a second Molotov hits the ground. So instead, he is forced to call it quits.
Poor Krasnal. What an amazing map from him so far. Lots of great moments. Showed off his aim. T side, CT side, everything. But far from dead are Monte.
I'd say, too, two of the factors we have to consider in round 23 and round 24 of regulation is Spinks dies in the first 10 seconds trying to take Squeaky both times. In one of those rounds, yes, it allows for them to flood down lower with 3 players. In the next one, just no impact. So now in OT, he's gotten a kill. He's found himself in the middle of it. And if Spinks is alive, I think Vitality's chances always that much higher.
Also, I just wanted to let you know that G-Stew won for over Falcons.
G-Stew. Ooh.
G-Stew won over Falcons.
Okay. I would have said expected.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you'd be right. You would have been right.
And Stewie had the same rating as Nico, so I guess he is still a god.
It's because they took the IGLing away from him. That's all they had to do.
Ooh.
Little damage there from Moro. And look at this attack. They don't know about Demka, though, do they?
No, sir. They don't have guns out. Oh, Zywoo gives the coverage, and it's Apex to turn it back towards Garage. And so very clean. One of the cleaner attacks we've seen from Vitality. We were sat here, I think, kind of criticizing their rotations and their team play and their spacing, and now it's coming together here. That was a quicker one. Even with Demka catching them off in the middle of all that, everybody's trades look strong.
Yeah. Are Monte getting nervous? Some of their sprays are now looking a little bit worse. Like they're just not as sharp, and it's like the opposite for Vitality. From a more scary position, they're getting stronger.
Oro burned out of his angle, has to go deeper. Oh, and it works. Can't be afraid to take the initiative. Waro won't be. Goes back and finds Apex. That's 1 and 2. But the recovery already into the 3v3 we go. The top HUD player, unbeknownst to Zywoo, bests him. Flamesy down beneath heaven. It is him and Spinks to try to tether into the clean sweep of the OT. Ton of utility pressure backside and a soon-to-fade smoke towards main. Could cause a problem here for Flames. Flash goes deep. They catch the player exposed out heaven. Stico tries to get the ball rolling. And with that, I believe Hadji threw the flash out, so they are just zoned in on him.
Yeah.
They go for the duel, and they will close it. 3 rounds the sweep, and a 3v5 recovery for 15.
That's crazy. That is actually insane. They've pulled this back completely. They look so strong now. A 3-round gap, I think, for the first time ever here for Vitality here in overtime.
Yes, sir.
This is like the Donk Anubis game, Connor. No one's going to believe us. Versus Falcons.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen Donk have a bad start.
Zywoo had also, by the way, the game of the Major versus FaZe, a 4-kill CT side on Nuke at the Major in the elimination match. So that their CT side on this map, for some reason, has been really rough lately.
And Vertigo was taken away from them. So really, I think life is out to get Vitality.
Yeah, true. I feel like I remember Vitality playing Dust 2, and it was great, though. Remember that? Nevera Dust 2?
Yeah, I think they should be happy to replace Overpass. So, Life has balance. And Vitality may have it too. Apex playing Troglodyte. Only a cave dweller.
So I prefer to call that bottle cap. Okay.
Oh, bottle cap. Okay, that's clean. And just comfortably sitting and waiting for any silo attack. But we've got a little party on the rooftop for Krasnow. At a slow burn for Monte here, facing a loss in a map that it felt like they had in the bag, that 9-3 T-side. But a miraculous run back from Vitality and a clean sweep of overtime and a 5v4 to boot. Stiko, huge recovery, needed that kill. Unfortunately for him, it costs him 97 health. And so Apex will get back to the bottle cap. And Monte will take a step inside of lobby. 35 seconds. We saw a lot of late round executions from Monte throughout regulation. This looking to be yet another one. We're going to go frag grenade to Squeaky. Perfect assist there from Flamesy. Queuing up Apex for the multi-frag. The flashbang blinds both. And now 20 to the clock. Unfortunately for Monte, this one's going to leave a lot to be desired. Apex swings out confidently and will shut down the dreams of Monte. The best of one upset that could have been, but nobody will remember. Vitality take their first step forward at IEM Dallas.
I mean, Jesus, even when it starts here with a 4-round lead, I mean, a 4-round lead in overtime to close it out.